I don't know. I've been mentored by an older godly lady now for almost 2 years, and she really just encourages me that anything that I do in my life is a ministry, and really we've all been called into ministry to be kind of a conduit of Christ's life to the people that are around us. So, but I don't know if that means that the call that I heard of God when I was 18 was the call that goes to all believers to be into ministry, or I don't know if that was specifically to me. Okay, you're going to end up in ministry, speaking my word or working with women in some capacity. I still have no idea. I'm open to that. And sometimes when I'm not making my quota at work, I'm really open to some church I've worked at in the past calling me up and saying, hey, we have a position in women's ministry. But that's where I'm at right now.
What are some of the emotional barriers? I mean, how has this affected your life, your professional life, your family life, your spiritual life? Go ahead.
I think part of a struggle that I had to work through in terms of feeling called into ministry but not actually going into ministry is, God, am I not good enough? Or is there something about me that you're trying to work on and you're just not getting through to me? And is that why I'm not in ministry? So really having to trust God with that, and just know that I am at where He wants me to be at, and He's working out my salvation in me. But it's a struggle from an emotionally and spiritual standpoint. I think in a lot of ways it's a really good thing too. I think early on in my life I jumped into ministering to other people. And since then, I've really realized, hey, there's a lot of stuff that I needed to be ministered to. So since counseling and being a mentor, I've been counseled and mentored, and it's almost the opposite way. I did it before it was ever done with me and for me. So I think that's a good thing, and that's definitely where I think God wants me to be at.
What would you say to other people who are on this journey? I mean, what advice, what encouragement could you give them?
Not to sound cliche or churchy, but I think that my relationship with God just sincerely has unlocked me knowing who I am and knowing how that would relate to what I do on a day-to-day basis. So I think just even, I think that there is a lot of emphasis on young people going and finding yourself. And I think in terms of finding myself, that was a really nebulous concept outside of a relationship to God and outside of a relationship to other believers. So I think that that's really important, relating to God and then relating to community, because that really helps you get to know who you are and then, how you would function in a job on a day-to-day basis. People always give you feedback. Actually, it was a man, my last semester in grad school, there was an older man in one of my classes, and it was a class on Christian coaching, but it was very related to counseling. And in one of our breaks, in one of our classes, he told me, "You're not a counselor." And I'm like, well, I don't know you from Adam. What do you mean I'm not a counselor? And he just said, I watch you speak in class, and you're a speaker. You can tell you get more energized by talking than by listening to other people. And so I don't know how to take that, but yeah, I think that getting feedback from people that you're around is so helpful, not necessarily to take, to take some stuff and to hold it loosely, but I think over time, the feedback that people give you about yourself really gives you an idea of what you're good at and what strengths you have to offer.
All right. That's it.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.